All right, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials. And in this video, we're going to be kicking off my coverage of weekly therapy number 39. It has been quite a while since I could say that we were doing a weekly therapy because, of course, we've had back-to-back events taking place, which was a solid 2 months. And we did have flashback therapy before that, but we did also have, of course, the community choice ones, which were labeled as weeklies. So this is weekly therapy number 39, and it is a new weekly, although it's not a new variator introduction. Basically, the weekly is called Limited Rigs, and this is a variator that we're familiar with from Escalation. Basically, if you use your rig, then you cannot get it back without a rig recharger, pretty much. It doesn't have a cooldown. It's a single use, but can be gotten back with a rig recharger. And I've seen some discussion in my Discord server. By the way, link in the description if you want to join my Discord. But apparently every main trial is in this. And yeah, you can see we have every single main trial, all 8, and then crush the toys randomly at the end. Also, there's this strange bug right now where there's these just blank white squares in the place of what you would think would be variators on the psychosurgery difficulty. So psychosurgery only has psychosurgery itself, increased threat 2, which I don't think it normally has on alongside it, right? But maybe it does. Oh, because now I don't know. Either way. And then limited rig, which is the one for the weekly. So I guess one thing that's not affecting you anymore on psychosurgery is the rig extended cooldown for this. But yeah, I'm not sure if those are supposed to be variators. I mean, a lot of the time they'll have unreliable doors on psychosurgery and maybe something else, maybe that'll get fixed. So I might wait. I'm just doing this intro here, and I might wait to actually play it for a few days and hope it gets fixed. But I am going away this weekend, so I'm going to have to play it on like Thursday at the latest. So we'll see if that gets updated. But one nice thing is that it is going to be a new poster for the tasks completion here. Of course, same, relatively boring set of tasks for this weekly as we've always had for the weeklies, but you do get the poster for completing 5 trials, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this is weekly number 39, and it is a new one. So I'm going to jump into the first trial. Again, probably going to wait a few days to hopefully get this bug fixed. Oh, it's also even there on standard and intensive. Interesting. So I wonder what happened there. But anyways, when we do get around to it, the first trial will be Kill the Snitch. So it should be fun to do that since I haven't been able to grind it as much since it's not in escalation. I'll see you guys for that. Okay, we are here on Kill the Snitch. I realized when watching back my intro clip that you couldn't quite see the bug, but you could kind of see it on the psychosurgery one just behind my camera. So my apologies for that. But basically, if you've logged into the game and checked out the weekly, you know what it is. There's 5 spots for variators, but only 3 of the variators are real, and 2 of them are white, just straight up white squares. So I don't know. It is Thursday now, and I pretty much don't have time to wait any longer, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do it now. It hasn't been changed or fixed. So we're just up against limited rig, increased threat 2, and psychosurgery. I've gone ahead and brought with me Short Circuit, Blind, Smash, and Incognito. Bringing along Short Circuit kind of to showcase it as an amp because it does work with limited rig and can be very beneficial. And yeah, should be pretty fun. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Of course, if you don't know what Short Circuit does, it gives you some of your rig back every time you use a battery. So it can be very nice to just have in general, but especially when you have something like limited rigs, it's even more helpful. The main issue with this weekly is, or not even this weekly, but just this variator, is that you're pretty much. Oh, I forgot I was going to make noise when I did that because it's a longer jump, but we're fine. You're pretty much very discouraged from using any of the more or lesser used amps, which would be obviously something like Barricade or X-Ray, even Jammer are all fairly hindered by this. Although Jammer is a bit less, so you could still use that. But X-Ray and Barricade are held up by their shorter cooldown, right? And since everything has the same cooldown in this, you're really not going to be having a good time. You know, needing a rig recharger every time you want to use an X-ray or a barricade is going to be not a fun time. Nice to be playing Kill the Snitch again. Of course, I have said it multiple times, but this is not currently in the escalation rotation due to some apparent bugs with it, which is a shame. I do hope it gets added back in the next patch or something, because you know I miss playing Kill the Snitch. I've done over 1,000 escalation trials since Season 3 dropped, and you know I've missed this trial a bit. So nice to be trying it out again here. I will be doing the trap trick, which I showed in one of my tips videos, so that'll be nice to have the blind rig for, and then I can hopefully make some good use of short circuit to get it back very shortly. So that's very nice actually. So like a large battery, as far as I understand, a large battery I think gives 50% of your cooldown back, and a small battery I believe is 20%. And then a battery booster will actually give you 100% of it back. So definitely keeping an eye out for the blue boxes, and potentially looking for lockpicks even to get. Because if you open a blue box and it has what it's supposed to have, because it doesn't always actually have that, you would actually get a rig recharger and a large battery, meaning you'd have a one full recharge plus half of a recharge. So we'll see if that's actually correct. I haven't really played much with this amp, but I hope I can open this. Okay, nice. That was a pretty quick little basement section. Oh man, that was also close as well. Got pretty lucky with where the blind guy actually spawned, because he can be very annoying in the garage generators like that. But let's see how this works now. So we go ahead and put this down, of course, our usual setup for trapping the giant. And then if you've never played against limited rig before, you see rig is on cooldown, find items. So let's go ahead and use this battery. Oh, it's actually less than I thought. Okay, so it's not quite as good as I thought. As you can see, we're maybe like a third of the way charged with one full and one small battery. Or not, well, full. I guess it is a full battery, but it's actually called a large battery. Nice, that's a solid order of operations there. But still, I mean, it's definitely good on this in particular, and it is even not horrible to use just on psychosurgery in general, just because of the fact that it is a percentage-based cooldown restore. So like you will get back an amount of cooldown that will increase on psychosurgery because it'll be a larger number of seconds overall, you know? You guys get it. Alright, you're acting crazy. Let's go ahead and do the standard and get ourselves out of here. And we'll have to see you in the next trial. Mr. Giant, you are now stuck in there for the remainder of this one. You know, I'm not going to mess with it. We've had crackheads getting out of line in the past, and I don't want to deal with that nonsense. He might have smacked me if I tried to open this. But hey, like as you can see, it's not too hard to get batteries really, most of the time, and we're getting close to being restored in terms of the rig. Here we go, we're getting a bit more. And of course the blind mine also going to be beneficial in general for a weekly like this. I don't know why I ran past the snitch. Gonna be... phone's ringing. Wait, I didn't even push the snitch before I went in the basement. What? Did they change that? You used to have to push the snitch a little bit before the lights went out. Or did I put... I don't know. I actually don't know. Maybe he just rolled back. He probably just rolled back. I literally just like autopiloted it pretty much, so... yeah, he probably just rolled back. I'm tripping. But anyways, yeah, nice to be back on this trial, and fun to be back doing the weeklies again. These will be coming out over the weekend as I am going to be away, but I'll have these scheduled to release, so that should be nice. And knowing my luck, I'm sure they'll probably release the roadmap on Friday, like an hour after I leave or something like that, so definitely keep an eye out. I will be making a video on the roadmap as soon as possible. So, I mean, I'm almost hoping it comes out next week, although the information will still be cool to find. And we get our last poster here. Oh, I don't have evasive, but thankfully I do have a bottle to deal with this. Running smash on this trial. I could maybe switch in evasive. I'm currently actually not a high enough level to use evasive. I need to get... Oh, snap. That's fine. I wish I could have gotten a peek at the thing. The, you know what I'm trying to say. The key, the third key, but I didn't quite get to see it. Yeah, I mean, obviously short circuit also incentivizes you to disarm door traps to get those batteries. I will say it is much weaker than I thought it was. Obviously, given what I said, what I thought the numbers were. Okay, so that diamond is the key that we need. We just saw it right there. We're getting plenty of extra posters as well. Oh, wow. Crazy number of extra posters. So we can come back for the diamond key whenever things quiet down a bit in that area. Very rarely going to be a key in here. And yeah, like I'm fairly aware of all the key spawns, but you know, I haven't been able to stay up to snuff with it. Obviously, been out of the rotation and struggling in that regard. I'm really looking forward, honestly, to doing some grind the bad apples for this weekly, because I've been trying to study up on the pipe skip video, of course. Everybody in the stream will know about that. But if you don't know, there's a video out there on YouTube that gives you some quite powerful knowledge on how to skip a large portion of having to follow the pipes in grind the bad apples. And there's no... Oh, well. I tried to jump, and my jump got canceled by the screamer, so there goes my flawless run. Okay. I feel like I had lingering screamer. I did hear a slight noise, but it wasn't as loud as it would have been had I had my full hearing available. Yeah, shame to have stepped on the glass, but I'm not too concerned about it. We're not going for the complete flawless here. Mostly just trying to get ourselves an A+. Jaeger coming out here. Henrietta joined the party, which is a bit annoying. On this trial, there's not really many places you can go to completely lose her, although there is, of course, the garage. But we have someone else in there right now, and I don't really want to pay him a visit. So we'll probably just need to try to avoid her as best as we can. See if we can find this key. I think this is actually usually the second gate key in here. Apparently there is a fixed location, or like a fixed dividing line where each key can spawn. Of course, another screamer going off is here just to annoy us. It's probably right in this room over here, to be honest. No, it's not. Huh. Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully Henrietta's not too close. I think we should be okay to grab this. Yeah, I mean, I still have a bit of a struggle kind of switching my brain over to going for A+, since I've been playing so much escalation. We're currently at above 650 on our current escalation run with the community. If you'd like to participate, be sure to tune in on the streams. I'll probably have this video up today, the Kill the Snitch video, so I can say I should be streaming tonight on Thursday night. If you'd like to tune in, potentially play. We also tried doing some a custom trial last night at the end of the stream. If you've heard of the famous Kill the Room trial, we tried that a couple times with Cots and Saint, and then Ryan was also there from my stream. Cots was having some internet issues, unfortunately, so that prevented us from getting too far, although even with the full squad it would have been quite difficult. It's a custom trial on Liquidate the Union with enraged enemies, no items in trial, level 1, stick together, bleeding, all, you know, pretty much the worst stuff you could possibly get. Wait, I thought he wouldn't be able to hear me with the bottle thrown over there. Huh. Maybe that sort of stuff has changed. I don't know, I don't really use it that... That was close. Don't really use it that much, but I thought you were able to just like throw a bottle and then they would not care about other noise you made. But anyway, we've got this guy here. I don't actually know where I guess the secret room must be in the basement, like the one time I didn't check for it. Oh, you know, you can just go in the basement to lose Henrietta. That's kind of an obvious thing that I forgot. So that's an unfortunate bit of damage I took, although just pretty much due to me being greedy, trying to just get things over with. Yeah, this would be a nice... Get rid of that guy for when we want to go back through. But we can head over here. How is he still hearing me? Damn. Just goes to show you how crazy strong noise reduction is. Like, I still, even in this, I probably wouldn't... It's not in here. Where have I not looked? Did I really, like, miss it inside of the lab or something? Or maybe it is outside. I guess I didn't get a full look at the door. I just glanced out there, but thought I would have seen it. Anyway, we did at least despawn Henrietta by going in there, so that's some peace of mind. If you don't know, of course, she does only spawn once per trial. No, it's not out here. Oh, it's in the interrogation room. I don't know why that one... I feel like that one always slips my mind, but it has to be in there, given... Yeah, there you go. Actually, I should just grab the key while he's over there and then come back to get in the secret room. And then so we'll get a guaranteed rig recharger in the secret room. I mean, the secret room is just super strong for this trial, and thankfully, given the layout of the trials they've put into this, you will get a secret room in every single trial. So, yeah. I almost just sprinted straight through those cans without a care in the world due to my escalation brain, but thankfully I remembered to slide at the last moment. Not sure why I'm using the adrenaline, to be honest. No, but I didn't really feel like holding on to it. No way! You went back to the same hiding spot that you were in at the beginning? That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, we can grab this. I think we need one more small battery to put us back above, or back at charge, and there is one right there. I think maybe the numbers I have heard of, and maybe we can try this combo in another trial, but Short Circuit, I believe, actually combos with Hide and Restore. So you can jump into a hiding spot and then use your batteries, and they'll actually give you more charge back, which is pretty cool. There's not really many, if any, amps that have like direct synergies like that. So it's pretty cool to see that as a combo. There's this guy just gonna consistently be annoying. We do have our rig available again after obviously using pretty much every battery in the damn map. It is a shame that it's not as good as I thought, but the next trial being Cleanse the Orphans, I feel like I could maybe give up Smash and we could just try the Hide and Restore combo. With these, I mean, with myself grinding escalation quite a bit more, I'm probably going to use these weeklies to, you know, mess around a little bit more with some different stuff, because generally these aren't going to be as hard as what I'm up against in escalation, and hopefully I have improved my skill enough where I don't need to run stun and max setup on everything in every trial to get the A+. But hey, if it's a really hard weekly, I'm not opposed to switching things up, or if I end up being on a big time crunch. I should be able to get this done today with no issue, but I do need to get it done today. Otherwise, I will, you know, I'm leaving tomorrow, so gonna need to have it done. But yeah, so we have the battery booster here. We used the rig recharger already. I'm sitting here thinking, like, where's the rig recharger? And then, of course, you also get 2 large batteries from here and the master key. So, yeah, secret room, very high value in this weekly. Definitely try and find that. I do want to make a video on all the potential secret room locations, so that could be beneficial for something like this. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. It's ending. We have the blind already preset up there. Well, coming out now, so we can just wait a brief moment and then start placing the blind. He'll hit that one, we place this one, and then I'm going to use the booster. And yeah, the battery booster does give you a full charge at least, so that I was correct about. So So honestly, that's quite strong, even still. So maybe with the combo. Sorry, this is a bit loud. I understand. We'll try and get this done. Maybe with the combo of hide and restore in addition, we'll have a better time with just being able to use it in general. The short circuit, you know, because like we spent the whole trial basically looking for batteries, or at the very least keeping an eye out for batteries, if not constantly searching for them. And you know, I only got one recharge off of it besides what I got from the secret room. So. Especially if you had something like no tech items or something like that, it would be not ideal. I wish they had added more door traps as one of the variators in this weekly to encourage people to use short circuit. I think that would have been a cool idea, just to highlight a lesser used amp, which is still pretty powerful. That's it. 8 plus 17 minutes, 7 seconds. Kill the Snitch limited rig psychosurgery here. Yeah, not too bad, but I did mess up pretty stupidly to take damage. I mean, I just greeted for the key. And then I clomped over some glass, but thankfully not enough to knock us down. And we're going to get a nice solid level up there. And yeah, we'll be moving on to the next trial, which should be Cleanse the Orphans. Although in my book, Grind the Bad Apples was always the second program. But still, we'll get into Cleanse the Orphans. Maybe I will try out doing Stun with Hide and Restore and Short Circuit. Because I feel like, I mean, that would be the combo you're most likely going to want to utilize. So yeah, we'll try that out in the next video. I'll see you guys for that. Thanks for watching. Of course, big thanks to all my channel members. Names are going to be popping up on the screen here. Special shout out to Laura 3 of a Kind and Serkan Ergun for your generous support at being above the Reborn Reagent tier. Of course, join my Discord, which will be in the link down below. And if you want to check me out on stream, I'll be live on both YouTube and Twitch. Also, link in the description if you want to see that. Subscribe for future videos. Smash the like button. We also... we forgot to say that. I need, obviously, escalation brain again. We got to get back into the groove, but regardless, I'll see you guys for Cleanse the Orphans. Peace out.